Originally, this property was owned by two brothers, the Devlin brothers, whose dad had a sawmill in Idaho Springs, and they had a sawmill up here, and they would do mine timbers and haul them over to Idaho Springs with a horse and buggy. It's been in the family since 1868.
This is an area that's less than an hour from Denver, 20 minutes from Evergreen, and actually I had an office even in Evergreen back in the day. And you would hear about Evans Ranch, but you never really had the keys to get back in here. It was always kind of a place that was, private.
This is the end of the road, so it's very quiet. There's no traffic or anything here.
I think of these properties more like in holdings next to or within a national forest, because if you look at it, all the boundaries around this property are, public lands, CPW state wildlife area, and there's wilderness areas and all that. And this is the end of the road. And it's really just, there's only been a few families that have had the opportunity to own up here. So when we first learned about this opportunity, it was like, heck yeah, we want to be involved and try to find that next steward, I think, that they're looking for.
We put a conservation easement on it just in hopes to preserve the natural beauty of the place and not have a bunch of condos or something up here. That was the main reason. And it's an important habitat for elk, deer, lions, bobcats, all of that. There's a lot of that around. The cabin is a kind of a redo of an original cabin. This barn was built in 1951 by one person. His name was Brian Schwartz, and he was originally the foreman at the Evans Ranch for years. My grandmother had milking cows, but not when we were around. We just had horses here. My grandmother was great. She had horses that we could ride, and she'd always say, you can go out, but you have to be back by supper time. In those days, they didn't care where kids went, so it was fun.
There's open parks and vistas. And if you look around, all the trees are in great shape. There's rock outcroppings all over the place, but you're still, 20 minutes if you want to go down the road to Evergreen to go to dinner, and I just don't, there's nothing like this in the Front Range that I can compare it. And I've been doing this, at least, involved in this world of ranch and rural real estate for over 30 years. So I find it fascinating, and you can live here with kids, or if you're in another part, you're an empty nester and you're looking for something unique and want to have something close that you can entertain and bring people up, but you're just minutes away. You're not slogging through traffic to get here. It's right there.